Hello, and welcome everyone to this week's installment of our one-shot Kids on Bikes.
One shot, eh?
Just one. Only one.
Forever.
Forever and ever. I forgot to have a tablet set up here, so I might, while you guys are talking, I'm going to have to get some other windows set up with information that I need on it. So, welcome everyone. This is our Kids on Bikes TTRPG. If anyone is new in the chat, stick around. This is a kind of spooky, kind of funny, Stranger Things-esque show. A lot has happened so far. A lot actually has happened so far. You know, you all basically, I'm going to start at the beginning. You all were at like a fair. You saw some things in the woods. You went after it. The school bully shows up. You kill the school bully. Totally an accident.
He killed him.
Did we kill him really?
You know, the shoveler buried his body. A big light went out. All of a sudden, you start hearing the school bully in your head. He's somehow living within you. Now you have powers. And then all of a sudden, you end up at this facility. You start getting tested on. You get broken out with another individual. He sacrifices himself, gives you all, you know, saves one of you, gets your powers back, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, you show up at this place, and everything's really weird. Nobody in the town is there anymore. And you find out, you know, that you're in this parallel universe, and all the people that are in that universe are people like you that also have powers that were tested on in that facility. And then you break out of that universe and go to another parallel universe, and in that universe it's all made up by this girl. You think it's the real one, but it's not, because everything's different. Like Mylin's really poor and you're like popular, so things are kind of flipped, you know. And then you find it was all like this construct of this girl who everyone thought had died, but really she was being tested on the facility by Mylin's dad. And you know, that didn't work out very well for anybody, but you've escaped, and now you're back in the real world, and you're going to have to deal with those repercussions, and you brought a ghost with you who isn't really a real person and is just a construct, but thinks they're real. And
He's real in our hearts.
I think that catches things up.
It is. Can I say one quick thing about that? I was commenting about it after last week that we've done a really good job that even though all of that seems crazy and overwhelming, each little area that we've been in, we've spent like a couple episodes. They felt very like, when you string them all together, it's one complex story, but it's like we were here and we did this problem. We were here. It's actually flowed really well, is what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So people jumping in, if you're sitting there being like, I don't know anything you just talked about.
This is a good place to jump in.
Jump in.
Yeah.
Little mini spot, and we'll see how it unfolds.
What Bert's saying is that we're killing it.
Crush it.
We're doing a great
We
job.
really are.
Wow, we are very good.
Yeah. So
oh,
good.
wow. This is
Pretty-
very entertaining.
Pretty effing great.
So
Yeah,
while I
you're
pull
welcome.
up all the tables and other things that I need over here,
Setting those
why don't we
expectations
go down the line and introduce your character and what your character's been through so far? You know, we're gonna do this as a journal entry. Now, mind you, at this part of the story, I'm basically going to start us off right after you came back. There's not going to be time that's passed. But for the sake of the audience and catching them up to speed, give us a journal entry of how your last couple of weeks have been. We'll start with Mylinh.
Oh, okay. Dear Diary. So, I don't know. It's been like a really weird time these past few months. I mean, I learned I could fly and that I guess I'm adopted, but then I went to another universe and had to be poor and stupid for a while, and that was really dumb. I saw Bert kill a lobster guy. I don't know. It's just been like a really hard time for a 16-year-old. And, you know, like, my biggest concern was prom, but now I've got to worry about, I don't know, like, my dad, like, caged me in a facility and did tests on me. And so life just seems bigger all of a sudden. But also we're back in this universe and I'm not poor anymore, and that's pretty great. Thanks, bye.
Your dad's probably dead.
My real dad, apparently.
No, true.
So I don't know if I'm sad.
Wow.
Dear Diary, it seems that we were trapped in some girl's head, which is actually a relief because I thought that's what love felt like. But now I know that it was fake. So anyway, I don't have a girlfriend like I thought I did last week. I guess you could say we broke up. Now we're back home where we're supposed to be. I kind of accidentally brought somebody back with us, so he was only existing in someone's head, but now he's in real life. But I guess that raises a philosophical question for me. Are we in someone's head right now? It's hard to know. Anyway, I don't know what day it is, but I know I have missing English homework that I need to catch up on. So I'm pretty stressed out about that. If I have been missing, I'm definitely going to get grounded when I get home. But maybe my parents will actually be happy to see me for once. Anyway, we'll talk soon, diary. Bye. That concludes my journal.
That was the end of.
I was waiting for you. I'm sorry.
Go.
Dear Journal, you know, given everything that we've been through, all sorts of life and death situations and unexplainable events, I'm going to take it one step at a time, living day to day. It's all about survival. I guess I'm the only adult in the situation with these kids, so I gotta figure out a new excuse why they're following me, because I guess it is kind of weird. That and somehow we brought Justin from another universe into ours, or we brought him back from the dead, but he doesn't know he's dead, and I wonder how long I can just keep that secret from him. I think I'm going to tell him right away. Maybe I'll learn something from him. That's all.
Hey, Journal. It's me, Bert. But of course you knew that. I'm dealing with a lot right now. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. Started off as just a trip to the fair to buy some fireworks. Turned into a crazy adventure of getting superpowers and running from crazy government organizations, and then in brackets it's just underlined "I knew it!" exclamation point, exclamation point. And then I guess going through dimensions, worlds. I haven't quite figured it out, but for a minute there, it was cool to have friends with powers, and despite everything, we felt really connected. But in the last spot, I don't know. I gave up my powers, I think, and I don't have them now. And I guess it's cool to be back in the real world, but when you spend that much time with powers, and then you don't have them, but I don't know. It's weird and strange and dumb and lonely again. Anyways, I guess I'll go sit on a bridge and think or something.
Great.
Or under it, you troll.
Damn, we are back in reality. That's right.
Yes, back in reality.
Yep, this is real.
So, I've got everything pulled up that I need now, and I will let you all know that you can tip at streamlabs.com/hyperrpg or go to oneshot.straylogic.com, and you can basically tip to affect the show as it's happening live and help change the story as it goes. This show in particular, since it is a one-shot, I plan nothing. I show up to this table with nothing. Amir asked me earlier today if I had any notes for him, and I was like, I don't know what we're doing tonight. So it's kind of like we see what the chat's doing. I base how I'm going to run it off what you say and what you're feeding out, and we just kind of go from there. And you can heavily affect this story by tipping. Now, every $10 with the hashtag of a player name gives them a token. Those tokens are able to be used for lots of interesting things, but mainly to add to a roll. And now, something we haven't really done yet, there's things on your character sheets that say you can like spin 2 tokens to do something. I challenge you all to try to incorporate some of that tonight so people can see a little bit more of the stuff you can do in the system. Because the chat's giving you those tokens.
You're
Let's
gonna
test
like
it
mine.
out. Oh, great. For $25, you can add evidence to an existing rumor. Rumors in this town, in the town of Undecided, some might be true, some false. There's no way really to know unless we hit $500 and then one of them becomes true. So every 500 raised, a rumor will become true. And a lot of them have come true so far. This town's fucking weird. A lot of stuff is true. There's a lot of true things.
It's a lot of strange.
Yeah,
Am
a lot of
I
strange. And sometimes that evidence you add makes the rumor that you're adding towards more likely to succeed. So I can kind of base things around that. Everyone keeps pushing this laundromat. Laundry's money, and I don't want to go with that. But, you know.
I'm pretty sure
I thought it was a
I think
great
that's a great
idea.
joke.
I figured that one out when I sent good thing that wasn't a real reality, because that guy's legs definitely got broken.
Yeah, definitely broken. Tex. So for $50, you can create a whole new rumor and get added to the board. And that rumor will come up being told to them through somebody else in this world. I apologize, my throat's a little sore tonight. I'm so glad Devaro's dead. It's a good
I am
thing.
too.
It's a good
I
thing
am
for me.
too.
Every $75 adds a psychic energy token to the pool. Now, these psychic energy tokens, you already have one for tonight. Anytime they want to activate one of their superpowers, it costs 1 energy token. And then they can use more energy tokens to succeed the roll if they roll underneath. So those psychic energy tokens go a long way to allow them to do epic kids using superpowers type stuff. And for $100, you can add an NPC to the game, a townie per se. Someone who lives in the town of Undecided that maybe they haven't come across before, that's always been hiding right under their nose. The NPCs are my favorite thing to add into this world because it gives me more fun NPCs and characters to play. I really appreciate you all bringing those in. Okay. Wait. No, they're joking, right? Devaro's dead.
Yeah.
Devaro's dead. Okay.
Oh,
They're
well.
fucking with me.
Well, if you think about,
I mean, he got chopped in half.
but if you think about where we ended,
Yeah.
he's not dead, but he's not in the story yet. He
I
might.
guess we'll have to wait and see
Motherfucker.
on our final cough episode. Cough,
Oh my
cough. Ruby Squad.
Somebody in the
cough,
chat was
cough.
like, I guess Zach doesn't know about how it ended and that Devaro's still alive. And I was like, what? No, he's dead. He's dead. Let him be dead.
We went back in time to the beginning,
How did you miss that?
to where we first went into the
because
ring.
I was getting the next show prepped.
To answer your question, yes, he did miss it. No, it's cool. He got chopped in half. Don't worry about it. We'll talk
Yeah, you
about
can
it.
come
Cool.
back
All
from
right,
that.
that's a whole nother show, another story. Okay. So I apologize. Like I said, I'm feeling really sick today, so I'm going to be putting a lot more pressure on the players today to drive the story and to keep things moving forward. I will give it my best, but thank you all so much for tuning in. We're going to have some fun.
So real quick, my special thing is that I can gain 2 adversity tokens when I fail instead of 1. Since that's not really how we're using adversity tokens, like you don't get adversity tokens from failing, should we modify that? It's called Easygoing.
Okay.
Should we say spend 2 adversity tokens or spend
Can you read the exact wording for me?
gain 2 adversity tokens when you fail instead of 1?
So you're able to build up tokens.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
It's kind of cheating.
I
with the
will
way this
say,
is.
I will allow you once per game to make your adversity tokens worth double.
Okay, cool. I like that. Because
So-
I'm easygoing. I've been failing this whole time, but now it's like, I'm fine with it. I'm going to do really well this time. Yeah.
Okay. So, shall we begin?
Sure.
We open right outside the portal that has just closed. You are now back in the town of Undecided. Like I said, you could see up on the hill where this explosion had gone off, and crews are up there working, people in white suits, clearing the area. But life appears to be moving forward in the town as if normal. Oh, what's going on here? What happened up there on the town to the old
I accidentally
old
brought
research
Justin.
facility?
I didn't mean to.
Oh my god, what are we gonna do with this ghost
Wait.
dude? We have to hide him.
Wwhere's Amira? What was her name?
Wait a second. Justin.
Jessica.
What? No,
Where's
what's
Jessica?
going on? I next thing there was a portal there, and
I poked Justin.
ow! What are you there, girl? What are you doing? It's not polite to poke an adult.
I don't know if you qualify as an adult. You're like
What's
some.
that supposed to mean?
You're some
Hey.
little girl's imaginary.
Excuse me?
Imagination.
Hold on. Justin?
Yeah,
can you give
park
us,
ranger.
Yes. Can you give...
You're elder. You're,
yes, sir.
technically, I am an
Can-
authority in
can-
this town, and I demand some
we have
respect.
Can you give us one quick moment, sidebar, over here? Just...
I don't know
Guys, just
what
do it
is
in your
going
heads.
on.
Just do it in your heads.
I can't do it in my head. I don't have
Bert,
powers?
can you hear me? Bert, can you hear me?
Can you hear me, Bert?
Oh man.
Bert,
Why are
I
you guys
think
just
your shoes
staring
are
at me?
dumb.
Earth to Bert.
Bert doesn't have his
Bert.
telepathy anymore.
Bert.
Are you guys are trying to talk to me? Is that what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So sidebar.
What do we do?
Okay,
He's
alright.
dead in this time.
I don't think we should just go tell him all that stuff and freak him out.
I mean, he's a freak.
I mean, we can come up with a
He
new.
is
I don't
somebody's imagination of a human. I don't even know if it's a real person.
Yeah, but
He lived in this time, though.
yeah, but he.
Not in the real world.
It's kind of cool because he was living in that girl's head, and now he has like a real life.
Now he has like a body. I
Well,
guess maybe.
Mylinh-
I think we're his parents.
But
No, I think if anybody would be his parents, Amira would, obviously.
Yeah, but Jessica stayed behind. She must have used all of what she could. She wanted to stay living in her own head. That's really messed up.
I mean, she was pretty messed up.
Yeah.
wait, but Malika, didn't you say there was something about
How are we
our Justin and our timeline?
Well, yeah, our Justin was found with an
Dead.
ice pick. Not dead. Not dead, right?
Yes. With
Okay, died under very mysterious. Okay.
Yes.
He was. How could he be found rocking with an ice pick and muttering things?
That was the rumor.
Oh, that was the rumor.
that was the
okay.
rumor.
There was a rumor in this town that he was found with a bloodied ice pick and bloodied ears.
That makes this all
Rocking.
worse, because now they're just gonna think we have a serial killer that came back from the dead.
Well, I mean,
How
he
do
didn't,
we explain this?
He's not a serial killer.
I know, but the town's gonna think he is.
Why would he? He's a victim.
That's
Well, pardon me here. I don't want to interrupt your sidebar, whatever that means. I know you were talking privately as a group, but very loudly, and it appears like you're talking about me, and that makes me a little uncomfortable given that I'm standing right here. And
no, we just
I
saw.
just,
I
you know, I'm a little unnerved
nudge
about what I
Malika.
just saw. I walked into a circus.
right.
There was some sort of glowing light there, and I came to check in on you. I saw the, you know, and I wanted to make sure everything was okay. And now it's daylight out, and the
Justin.
the research facility on the hill is gone, like some sort of
Yeah,
explosion. I need to
please.
get to the authorities and figure out what's
Stop.
going on.
No.
Justin, we got some tough news for
Guys,
you.
I think we should tell him the truth. We
Yeah,
should tell him the
tell
truth. We should just
This
tell him the
isn't your
truth.
world. The world that you lived in was in a girl's head, and you weren't real there. But now you came to our world, which is the real world, and now you're a real human being. And in this world, the Justin that existed here is dead, and maybe was a serial killer. They're not sure about that.
All
part.
right, hand it
suggestion.
over.
Can I do mind suggestion on him right now?
Why he's talking to my. All right, hand it over, little miss. Give me the dope.
What?
Give me the dope. I know you got the dope on you. Give it to me.
I'm
You're
gonna prove it
obviously
to you.
you're obviously on the dope there, miss.
I'm gonna
So
prove it to you, and you're gonna be really sad when
Mine's-
you go to jail.
You believe everything she said, and it doesn't freak you out.
okay, you have 3 energy tokens.
Hell yeah.
Would you really 3 already? They should have just started with 1. Okay.
Just end all of our problems like this all the time.
Wow, good
You have
thinking,
exactly
Lucas.
3. You've gotten 225 so far. So it's going to cost you 1 energy token to do this.
Mhm.
You're going to roll 2d4 difficulty of 7.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
Okay, we'll use 1.
You're basically changing his entire belief of reality right now.
So we need to roll at least a 5 here.
Remember, exploding dice. Did you get a 4?
Oh,
I
got a
you got a
4.
7.
I got a 7 with an exploding dice.
He's so mad.
So that's an 8.
Oh, so good.
Okay.
job.
So say it all again. Now say into the head there. Do it.
You actually
Give
believe
me the dope there.
You actually believe
No.
everything Mylinh just told
Now-
you, and it doesn't freak you out that much.
So you're saying that I'm in some sort of parallel dimension right now,
Yes.
and that
Right.
I'm not actually real in any way, shape, or form.
you weren't,
Oh, I wasn't real.
but now I guess you are.
Boy, that's an unfortunate situation come to pass there now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Justin, I mean,
I guess maybe it's better now because now you're.
You know, I think you're
real
right.
person?
This is definitely better. I'm now in the real world where once before I was not. And yeah, I can definitely see your point of view on this. And
Mylinh.
I'm just
There-
going to have a seat if you don't mind. I'm going to
Mylinh.
sit here on this ground, the very real ground that I'm standing on, and breathe heavily for a little bit. It's,
Mylinh,
Yeah.
I used mind suggestion on
Okay.
him to make him believe everything that you say.
Good job.
So
I
be,
mean, it's
be
the
careful
truth.
what you tell him.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
don't,
Yeah,
just
okay.
don't take it too far.
So
Can I have some of that dope you got?
I don't have any dope.
Guess you don't.
These are kids, Justin. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. I got news for you. This might be a lot to take in, so brace yourself. We were in a parallel dimension and we're not real, and now we're in the real.
Oh, so that's the thing. We traveled from our world to your world,
and then
so
we brought you back with us, sort of on accident, but you might be happy to know that the world that you were living in was fake.
Oh yeah, that definitely makes me happy to know that my entire life was a lie. I think that's
Justin, this could be a good thing.
Okay.
Have you ever wanted to just
start over?
Yeah, pack up and
have
a new
I have
life?
a job to do. I'm a ranger. I'm a park ranger, and I have.
Well, I gotta rip that Band-Aid off. Let's just do that really quick.
Okay.
So the Justin here.
I'm listening.
He kind of died.
Oh, the Justin here. What does that mean? You have a friend named Justin too?
No, the version of you that existed
the version
in our
of me.
world.
There's another version of me that existed here. Was okay.
Died.
Got
pretty
it.
brutally.
Okay, what happened?
You don't have to
Was
tell me
it
the details.
But
hold on,
unfortunate
Justin?
driving accident?
Sidebar,
Yes?
sidebar, one more time. Sidebar, just we're gonna talk real quick. It's totally not about you, guys. He's accepting this very well, but that also might just be the signs of him about to snap. So
I know, but we just need to tell him all this up front. I think it's just better to rip this Band-Aid off now.
I used mind suggestion on him, and I told him not to freak out too much.
Yeah, just get it done. So that's the thing. So you can't just exactly replace that Justin's body, but
but they're missing a Justin. It sounds like they need one.
Oh, but I have a really good idea. But if you come back, then that would be like Justin came back from the grave, and that would be very weird.
Oh, I believe all of this is pretty weird. In fact, I did come back, and this is a lot for me to swallow, but I'm doing it. Maybe the rest of the town would be okay with it too.
No, I have a really good plan. This is what we do. We say you're Justin's twin brother, and we just create a new life for you.
A new life.
And he could
I
be your
happen to like my old life.
boyfriend.
Your old
And that's
life,
why he's here to visit you.
Your old life.
What
and,
about the
and
lesbian
this life
part?
Are the same.
Did you tell anybody else?
No, but I lived my life.
Yeah, just live your life. I mean, he can be your beard. It doesn't matter. Whatever.
Oh boy.
Your old life and this life are kind of the same, because your old life was just a version of this life.
Okay.
In someone's head, so they took sort of like a picture of you a long time ago, and then they made you into something. So now you're just back where you were supposed to be.
But we can't. Justin just can't come back from the dead. So maybe what's a name that you've always wanted to have? That could be your new name.
I don't know. Maybe he could just show up from the dead. Why don't you just walk into the middle of town and get it over with it? Like you said, just rip off the Band-Aid.
I've seen weirder things in this town.
Don't do that.
I don't know. I think.
So
Did you
you
have a
all
lot
are
of
kind of
friends?
next to the train station in this part of town, not next to the lake on that side of town, and you start to hear this sound of like a, and you notice out of the corner of your eye, there's this man kind of using this device. It looks kind of like a metal detector, and he's walking along this trail, and you hear this sound on the trail next to the train station before you see the person, and you see this device first. Then he just kind of moves his way through.
What are you doing?
Sorry to bother you. Oh, hey there. That's John Johnson. Hey, John, nice to see you, John. It's Justin here, and as this device is kind of just holding out in the air towards you all. I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. Am I supposed to know you? And Justin looking at you like, oh. Nope, just saw your face in the paper, recognize you there. How you doing there, friendo? I'm sorry, having some issues with my machine here.
What does your machine do?
Well, it detects foreign minerals in the soil. Ever since the explosion, I've been going around town and collecting debris. I think it all gives off this interesting signature, this radiation, you know, and I've spent months walking around the area picking everything up, and
It's been months.
you know, I started off up the hill, and then I started moving my way back down, and I just kept finding more and more, but for some reason I'm getting a really
You said it's
reading
been
off of,
months
the
since
group.
the explosion?
Sorry, what was that?
You said it's been months?
Well, I mean,
Months since when?
it's been over a year since the explosion.
Over a year. Okay.
I am so grounded.
Our parents are gonna be really mad.
Wait, you all look
We got lost in the
familiar.
woods. We live here.
Oh, this is Mylinh and Lucas, and I believe that's Bert, their star football player of the school there, and this is park ranger Malika. Oh, wait, Mylinh, Bert, Lucas, didn't you all die in the explosion?
No, but we did get lost in the woods very badly after it happened.
So you didn't get lost in the explosion. You got lost in the woods for over a year?
Yeah.
Luckily, we were with the park ranger.
Just doing my duty.
And then our friend here helped find us.
I hate this plan, guys. I hate this
I
plan.
Thank
just ran
goodness
away.
we found you.
What is your bigger?
I just ran
What is your
away.
better plan? Do you have a better plan?
You ran away?
Yeah, like I had to run away, and now I'm back.
But you're back, all of you. We held a funeral for,
That's strange.
I mean, a lot of you,
You
a lot of
shouldn't have.
people.
You
but,
shouldn't have lost hope. Should I mind stuff?
Lucas,
don't
you're
mind stuff, man. We can just lie our way through this. Just lie.
I don't know how you're supposed to lie about a sudden reappearance
What-
from the dead.
what about
we were
your
lost
sister?
in the woods. We weren't dead. We were lost in the woods.
Which sister?
you
Tammy?
didn't run away with your sister? Is your sister?
no,
No.
All right, I think we'd be on our way now.
No, we should probably.
I'm gonna start.
My machine keeps getting some weird. It's something's really. Oh, you see, we just came from a parallel dimension,
Nope.
actually.
No,
and, we were we were actually on the other side of some barrier, I guess, and I'm not
no.
alive in this place anymore. I'm actually dead now, and
Sorry.
it's really unfortunate. Yeah, we just got back, so if
Justin,
you could point.
Don't speak out of turn. Where's your manners?
I'm so sorry, sir. Our friend Justin, he's not
kids,
well.
now I'm an adult, thank you, and I can take care of myself in my own conversation. And Malika, I don't appreciate you undermining my.
That's enough, Justin.
authority.
Justin, it's probably time to take your meds.
I'm not on any medication.
Justin,
Right.
go stand over by that rock and
Yeah,
wait.
I'm gonna need you to roll your charm for me.
Me?
Yes, you. You're gonna roll
Pushing
your
him.
charm, and that's gonna be difficulty of 12.
Well, that's impossible.
Exploding
tokens?
dice.
I mean, you have exploding dice and you have tokens.
How many tokens?
You have one token.
It's not worth it.
You can do it.
I got a 2. My charm's a D4.
Makes sense. Now, I don't really appreciate you undermining my authority in front of the kids here, Malika. I'm still your superior in the ranger service, and
We're just as confused as you, and I don't want to.
well, you just told this individual you were out in the woods, and
Justin,
I
you
think
can't
it's
tell
pertinent information that you were in a parallel universe that wasn't real.
You can't say that to people. They're gonna think you're crazy,
Justin, there's
and they're
something
gonna
you-
lock you up.
Yeah, there's something you need to know.
So you're walking away.
People have been experimented on.
Yeah, say what now?
Innocent children
Yeah,
have
like
been
Yeah, I didn't do that.
experimented
I don't know what
on.
you're-
No, but you could be next. You got
So,
it?
this individual, John Johnson, is just kind of standing about 8 feet away with his device, and every once in a while he just...
John.
If you all wouldn't mind maybe giving me a sample of your clothing, or...
We're not.
Ew.
Wait a second. What are you doing?
That's just
who do you
weird.
work for?
I'm the president of the Undecided Rock and Mineral Society. Mineralogy Society. I've spent my whole life studying rocks around.
We've been missing for like a year. If my parents found out you wanted a piece of my clothing, first thing you did when you found us, they'd kill you.
Your parents don't know you're alive?
No. Can you escort us back to town?
I have a truck, yeah.
That would be great. My dad's gonna be real mad.
Your friend there is
He's very
walking
confused.
somewhere. No, I mean Bert, the star. I don't remember him being a star football player.
Our friend is confused.
You know, I'm right here. I can hear everything you're saying, and I really don't appreciate all you kids trying to tell me how to live my life.
Not telling you how to live your life, just saying what might be beneficial.
You know, I feel like the best thing to do is for me to go back to the ranger station and, you know, grab my belongings and...
Justin, there...
What?
Lucas, I think it was a mistake for him to know all this information. If he just showed up not knowing anything, like, what could they do to him?
I don't know, just maybe, like, wonder why, like, the dead ranger they buried isn't dead and buried.
Well, like, if they're just confused, that's fine. Maybe it's a welcome distraction.
That's beyond confusion.
We have to be honest.
Bert, where are you walking?
I wrote it in my journal. I'm going to go to some sort of bridge by the river and think about things. Also,
Well, you're at the train station, so you're actually right next to the bridge that the lobster man that
That's
you brutally
exactly-
murdered is
that's
used
exactly
to.
what is going. I mean, I had the files, so I saw it.
Yeah.
So that's exactly where I'm going.
Okay. That's not too far from where you are, so you start walking
Yep.
to that spot under the bridge, and no other kids dare to go because they believe the lobster man to be there. So it's a very secluded spot. You make your way over there. What do you do? Nothing's happening.
I guess I start looking. Is there? I look around. I'm trying to find. Again, I read the files. I'm looking to see if what we have been referring to as the Lobster Man had some sort of home or place where he was living under here. I know he was eating animals, which is
Yeah.
gross. And I'm looking around, stepping
As
around.
you as you walk around there, go ahead and roll your brains for me. Just a 6 on that.
Are all of my stats still -1 dice?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So only a 6.
Okay. Do I have any tokens?
You do.
Cool. Let's see if I can just get it with an exploding dice. Ooh.
You
Do I
one
have?
token?
Ooh. I got a 3.
It's not gonna cut it. You don't really notice anything.
Sure.
Just it's very dark.
On your computer, you need to get.
It's very dark, and in this brush anyway. You know, it's the middle of the day, but the brush is so thick under this bridge. It's kind of like where the road goes over the bridge underneath this concrete embankment. It's really, really thick brush, and you can see a spot where it looks like either an animal, a dog, you know, maybe of some kind, had made a trail through these weeds, but you convince yourself that that's all it is. Definitely not something a human would make a trail through, but just looks like a, you know, normal, nice little spot, quiet, tranquil area under the bridge.
Yeah, just sit here for a while.
Just gonna think
Yep.
about your life and all the mistakes you made.
Yeah, I'm debating whether or not I should. I guess I was selling drugs. This is me actually talking out loud as Bert,
Okay.
the character, not Bert, the player.
Okay.
And maybe I guess I should have just stayed there. I don't know. I mean, I was selling like drugs. That's pretty bad. That kind of is terrible. But I could have changed that. I don't know. It's like now it's just me again. I'm just
Yeah.
here in Undecided. There's still strange stuff going on, and I can't really do anything about it. So take a rock and I like chuck it out in the river. I try to skip it and it doesn't. It just goes bloop.
Yeah, you're bad at everything. We're gonna cut back to the group. This individual with this metering machine that apparently detects the radiation in the minerals has become quite interested in the group of you, especially with all the random things that Justin seems to be spouting out. Somebody needs to tell me what you all are doing.
I'm just trying to get home. My dad's gonna be really mad. That explosion happened, and then we were running, and then we got lost in the woods.
Do you say this out loud?
Yeah.
You say this out loud, and it makes John take pause. So you were out in the woods for a year, and you survived. You look, besides someone of your status, clothes being so ratted, fairly healthy and clean. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but unless your father was in the woods with you, he also died in that explosion. We lost a lot of people. The town's gonna be thrilled that you all are alive. You hear that, everybody? They're gonna be thrilled that I'm alive. I was a survivor of the explosion, don't you know?
You're learning.
I was a survivor of that explosion. Malika,
Yeah.
when did you replace me in this world? When was I supposed to have died?
Well, now it would be a year and a half ago.
Oh, so there was a good amount of time that went by when I had supposedly been
Right.
dead before this their explosion goes off. Do you think anyone will care? I didn't have many friends outside of you, of course. Wait a minute, you
No.
I remember. Hold on a minute. Not too long ago, days ago, when I first when you were acting so strange. It was like you had changed or something. Did we know each other in this world?
No.
Oh. That would explain why you stole my lunch.
What was the other Malika like?
Well, you know, she wasn't a thief. Respectful of my stuff and my property. Kept to herself, though, you know, kind of like you. Didn't, you know, just out there for nature. To do, you know, make the world a better place through taking care of the earth. But definitely didn't steal my food.
I'm sorry about that.
Take a lot more than a sorry, but we'll get there.
I made you a sandwich.
I remember.
It was grilled.
Yeah. That was also a very uncomfortable experience.
Well, Justin, I gotta tell you something.
Oh, some more stuff. Okay.
Before we left,
Yeah.
we found out a lot of disturbing information. Can I trust you?
Yeah, I mean, you can trust me. I mean, honestly, I'm quite surprised I'm so okay with all this information. That's not... I'm pretty proud of myself, honestly. I feel like, you know, old Justin just not too long ago would have had quite the panic attack over something like this, you know. But I'm quite comfortable right now. You know,
Well,
I think you can trust me, but, you know, I don't really understand the rules of this place or... You know, a place I supposedly lived and somehow died, and you didn't tell me how that happened, so I don't really know how to respond to that. And now you want me to pretend to be your lover or something and a twin of myself. I don't fully understand how we're going to do that.
I
but...
never said any of that. Look, Justin, to be honest with you, and I'm kind of like trying to have a conversation without other people listening. I'm really scared. Before we left, in that facility that exploded, They were doing all sorts of horrible experiments. They locked us up
That
like lab rats, like animals.
the research facility on the hill?
Yes, it wasn't a good place, and there were so many children, young people. You could hear them
That's terrible.
crying and screaming. And we're just trying to find answers. Trying to find answers to what
So
happened
you
to
think
us.
that whatever happened up there on that hill was a coordinated attack? Some sort of retaliation for all the suffering and whatnot?
I have no idea why that explosion happened. But look, I don't want me, or especially any of these kids, to be experimented on or captured.
Yeah, I don't want that either. That's
So Justin,
terrible.
you gotta be careful about who you tell things to, and you gotta be careful of what.
What I tell him? Okay, I understand that, but you know, something that kind
You
of
gotta calm
bothers.
down about the interdimensional travel stuff.
What you say that like it's an easy thing to just brush off, but it's kind of science fiction, you know. It's not really something that we ever perceived as an actuality, and now here I am, another dimension, and you're telling me I'm not even real, and then you have the nerve to ask me to calm down. I feel like I am proper calm right now compared to the situation at hand, so a little bit of respect would go a long way in this instance, and helping reassure my position in this situation. So what you just tell me what you need me to do, and as long as you ask me nicely, I could probably go along with it.
Well, Justin, maybe you could help us find some answers, but keep some of this information to yourself. You know, don't be calling us out.
Well, I thought it was important information, you know. So it's I apologize. So nobody in this world knows about what you've been through.
I mean, I know it sounds like science fiction, but I also know everything still hurts and there's still consequences.
You know, speaking of consequences, I got a question for you. And Mylinh, you seem to know a lot of things. I, for some reason, trust you wholeheartedly. You mentioned I wasn't alive before either. Not necessarily real per se. I feel real in this moment. But if I wasn't real, what's going to happen to me now? What was keeping me alive there that I can expect to keep me alive here?
So we're not sure really. I mean, before you were the construct of a powerful psychic, I guess? I don't know the right word for it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
imagination.
Just imaginary. I'm like your imaginary friend then.
Yeah, but now you're real and people can see you.
Oh, you think I would have been made to look a little bit neater, maybe stronger, or bigger arms and biceps possibly, and still have scoliosis it feels like, so it's not the most fortunate imaginary construct.
You were imagined to look like the Justin that existed here a couple years ago.
Okay, but so we don't know what's gonna happen to me.
I mean, you didn't disappear when the port closed.
Yeah, that's true. So
Right?
All right, guys. Where's Bert?
oh, he walked
way.
over that way. Looked like he was heading off the old trail there by the under the bridge area, under the train station. I figured that boy's been through a lot. You know, he's a star football player and all.
Not here.
You guys we have to come up with a plan. Maybe we should, I don't know, split up.
Just starting to walk back.
I'm moving on.
All right, where are you moving to? On this side of town, you're not too far from the video store and the laundromat. That's kind of in the same area. There's that intersection when you come out from around the bridge, that across that intersection is the video store and the laundromat.
They're back by where the old abandoned train station is, though.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm kind of doing one of these. I'm like circling around, so I'm like kind of going back in that direction, but I'm not like popping out of the woods making myself known. So
So you're circling back around. Are you on the road or are you?
I'm in like the wood. If there's woods, I'm waiting for them to leave.
You just want them to leave.
Yeah.
And you're waiting for that to happen.
Yep.
Okay. So, John Johnson is now gotten really close to you all. It doesn't seem like he's even paying attention to the words you're saying. He's just got his device up and a big grin on his face. I would really, really love if I could just...
Why are you so obsessed with us, weirdo?
Just a little, maybe some dirt off your shoe. Could you take off your shoe for me and let me look at it?
And wait, what are you gonna do with these samples?
I've been collecting samples and evidence, you know, and
Evidence of what?
remnants of the explosion.
For what?
Research.
What kind of research?
Samples of minerals.
This person just talks in circles. Okay.
What do you want to use them for? No, don't give him anything.
Just a pebble out of the bottom of your shoe.
Honestly, at this point, I think more information is better.
All right, just give him the stupid.
So as you kind of lean down and lift your shoe up, he's got the machine run up to your shoe, and you can see the machine is like and just spiking out. And then he leaves your shoe, and he's just kind of traveling up the side of your body. Thank you. I won't forget this. Your secret's safe with me.
What secret?
Right. What secret? Thank you. As he turns and walks back into the woods.
We've just created a supervillain.
Justin, and I reach into my pocket for my keys,
Okay.
and a map.
Okay.
And actually, I remembered. So you can go back up to the ranger station. It's in the same place as it was.
Oh, you don't say.
I do say.
All right. So I'm just supposed to walk the whole way? It's the middle of summer out here. It's quite a walk up that hill. And you do notice it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Balmy hot.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like mid-July.
I mean, I guess the closest thing would be to go back to town. Is that the closest thing?
I mean, maybe we probably should explain.
Town's real
where we've
close.
been.
You're at the old train station. Like I said, the intersection that leads to the video store and the laundromat is just right down the road.
All right, maybe when we go into town, we shouldn't be all together.
What are we gonna tell people?
Do you think it's gonna be any more normal if we don't show up together and we all four just show up separately on the same day in clean clothes?
If we let people know that we're back, those guys in the white suits up on the hill might come looking for us.
It's true.
Should we?
Well,
Should
I
we-
don't know. Maybe my house is empty because they said my dad died.
I mean, the last time we went to your house, it was like a portal to something else.
Mylinh, can you roll your brains for me? It's going to be a difficulty of 12.
Okay, well, since I only have
Exploding dice.
explode those dice.
You do have 2 tokens.
I don't even know. I would have to know.
Okay. Continue as normal.
Should
It's gonna go badly.
we just pretend we don't know what happened?
No, you're right. I don't want to get anywhere near those guys with the white suits. But Mylinh, don't you remember when we opened that door? The stairs went like forever in both directions.
Yeah, but that was like, I mean, I don't know. We just don't go into the basement.
You hear this sound of a car screeching on its brakes. As you look up, you see Justin in the street crossing towards the video store going, "Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry about that." As he then crosses the street and runs into town and kind of makes his way in between the alleyway of the video store and the laundromat and keeps working up on his way into town.
I guess I'm following after Justin.
Can we agree that we just pretend that we don't know what happened and we just don't say anything?
Amnesia.
Amnesia. Amnesia. All right, Bert. Where
You
are
say,
ya?
yeah, you say that. You don't hear anything back.
Amnesia. All right. You know what amnesia is, kids?
I know how to pretend
Yeah, I'm the
stupid.
one who suggested it.
All right.
So you all start walking into town.
Mm-hmm.
Start walking through these weeds and making your way to the intersection. Mylinh, as you start to walk, you get this almost like sudden, like sharp pain in your temple as your head immediately kind of falls forward. It almost feels like you imagine it to feel like what it would feel like if someone was knocking from inside your own head. This thudding, pounding.
Oh man, what is that? Why? Why is this happening?
As you look down, you notice your pendant necklace that you're wearing is glowing blue.
Guys, my necklace is glowing.
Okay.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
Has it done that before?
Yeah.
I mean,
Like around Scott, it would do that.
Oh,
Bert,
no,
what are you
I was
doing?
saying around me it was going. Have they left?
Yeah, they've started walking into town.
Okay.
Scott, are you there?
No response, Lucas.
Scott, in your head.
guys, maybe
Scott, can you hear us?
maybe we should try to reconnect with.
Yo, Mylinh, what the fuck's going on?
Oh man, Malika, Malika, I need you to please, no, please.
Wait. Hello?
Malika, can you just check in with Scott in your head?
Yo.
Nothing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me!
Mylinh, what the fuck is happening?
What the fuck are you doing in just my head?
I can't get a hold of anyone else. I think maybe you and I are psychically linked or something like that. Maybe it's all those times we spent fantasizing over each other.
What?
You know, all those times that we were, you know, thinking about each other, linked our brains together. Now it's just me and you. That's probably what it is. Last I remember, I was a fucking superhero. What happened to that?
Last I remember, you were also in everybody's head and not just mine.
Well, I also remember being alive before you killed me, so fuck you. Now, what's going on?
Fuck you! I'm just like, guys, Scott's only in my head. This is not
I'm
fair.
not done talking to you. You can try to ignore me all you want, but I'm in your head.
Tell Scott I said hey.
No, I'm not telling him you said hey.
Ask him if he's doing all right.
No, I don't want to talk to him right now.
Are they talking to me? Hey, tell Lucas.
Everybody be quiet.
Look, all right, I'm sorry. I miss you all. You went dark for so long, and then next thing I knew, boom, I was like real and flying.
You were kind of real. You had this weird, like, light body.
Yeah, what was that?
Who knows? None of us know.
Do I hear any of this?
None of it. You just hear her talking out loud.
You're talking to Scott right now?
Yeah, I'm talking to Scott.
Hi, Scott.
What'd they say? What'd they say?
They just want to know if I'm talking to you.
No, but what'd they
Lucas
say?
said hi.
Oh, and I'm gonna be a
This-
great influence on that boy.
This is. I think I'd rather be poor.
All right, guys, new plan. I have an idea. Guys. I don't think we should just waltz into town together saying that we have amnesia. I think we can do better than that. I think we just need to change our appearance. What if we're all newcomers to town? I don't have to walk around with park ranger clothes. I'll just wear, like, something else.
What am I gonna tell my
Give
parents?
myself
You
a
don't think
haircut.
anyone's gonna recognize us? No, I want my stuff.
I mean, people change their appearance all the
Especially if
time.
my dad died. Guess what? That means I get everything. I'm an
Well, you
only
can
child.
always go back to what you were, but for now, we should kind of lay low, you know? Just change our appearance.
I'm going with amnesia.
I need you all to give me an action. What are you doing? Where are you going?
I am gonna start walking towards the police station.
Oh God.
Wait. Wait, what
Guys, we have to make our amnesia lie true, and the only way to do that is to go to the police station.
Wait, what?
We have to go to the police station.
No, I heard what you said. Why are you saying shit that stupid?
What would you do?
You don't go to the popo when something's wrong. Like, what are you thinking?
I mean, someone's gonna find out, and so it's better if
Find
we
out
get
what?
ahead. That we're back. We were gone
Back-
for a year in this world.
The fuck?
Yeah.
I missed that part.
Yeah.
Wait, so that means I've been dead for...
Like a long time.
Oh, my body's decrepit and dried up by now. I thought I was going to get it back. That was your responsibility. Figure that out.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe we can Frankenstein you a new body, but like, first things first.
What if I just take this one?
You can't have my body. That's weird.
Who said?
Me. And also, I'm using it.
What if I want it?
Well, that's too bad.
All right.
What if we like rip up our clothes and get like real dirty and stuff and pretend that?
Yeah. Okay.
Because then that'll like sell it more.
Yeah. And I just start like messing up my hair and like smearing like
Yeah, I
some
want to try to
dirt.
like bite
like,
holes in my
patting on
shirt
it.
and like roll around in the dirt.
So, you all are now standing right at the intersection next to the video store and the laundromat, and the other side goes up towards the bridge and the other one up on the other side of town where you got the truck on that first night. You're just on the ground rolling around in the
Well, I
dirt.
like look around, make sure no one's.
And
then yeah.
I want to change my appearance, so underneath my like ranger shirt, especially because it's hot, I wear like an undershirt, so I'm just wearing a tank top now. And
Okay, so you're taking off your jacket to reveal a tank top.
Mhm.
Lucas, as you're rolling around in the dirt, you're kind of like rolling in the dirt and moving around and everything, and you kind of roll over and look up and just kind of stop as you see, looking out of the laundromat window directly at you, holding a like thing of laundry, is your older sister Teresa, and she's just doing this.
I'll stand up and like brush off the dirt.
She drops the laundry basket. And you see her just kind of moving
Guys, I have a
sideways
really
through the
good
window
idea. Wait,
as she
really
comes
quick.
through the front like glass door of the laundromat. Lucas?
Yes. Who are you?
No, we don't have amnesia now.
She runs across the street. You hear cars like screeching to a stop as she runs just directly, making eye contact with you, runs, embraces you, picking you up, holding you, lifting you up off the ground as she immediately starts to bawl as she falls to the ground as Teresa is holding Lucas, bawling. Now, Teresa is about 17 years old. She looks older, obviously, than the last time you saw her, your older sister there. As she's just crying, and she's then like taking her face. What? Oh, you're alive. This is real. This is real.
Teresa?
Where did you go? What happened? What are you alive? What is this?
My sister's here. Should I tell her I don't know what
You.
happened?
You're dead too.
Don't remember.
We don't know what happened.
We don't remember. We just showed up on the edge of town.
You're younger than me, Mylinh. You're dead.
I mean, we're definitely not dead.
Standing next to you, holding their hands over their face.
No, I have sunglasses on.
Oh my god.
I have sunglasses on.
Wait.
I don't want to spend
Oh
those.
no, okay.
Who are you? Where'd you find my brother?
Oh, I don't know. I was just hiking in the woods here.
Are you doing this to resemble sunglasses?
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, I don't know.
You've never seen me before in my life.
Oh my god, yes!
You
Amazing.
were a new park ranger.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like people would necessarily recognize you like that.
Yeah, I was just hiking. You know these kids?
This is my brother. Where's Tammy? Where's Tammy?
I don't know.
Is she alive too?
What's wrong with Tammy?
have to take you home. I have to take you home to Mom right now. Right now. She just kind of grabs you and runs across the street
I'll meet back up with you guys later.
towards your
right.
car.
Okay.
She's got a car. It's extremely trashed, Lucas. It's so dirty. Trashed all throughout the inside of the car. She gets in. She just kind of throws you in. She's not really worried about your anything. She's just hysteric. And she throws you in the car and speeds off up towards the hill. Okay. Mylinh, what are you doing?
I guess I'm gonna go to my house.
Okay, it is on the opposite side of the town, up on the hill, overlooking the town. It's gonna be a little bit of a ways up. You gonna walk or what?
No, guys, how am I gonna get home?
I mean, I'm gonna go into town.
I'm gonna fly to my house.
Nice.
What?
So,
Yes!
Out of nowhere,
But no!
you just look around, make sure nobody's looking that you know of. So I'm gonna have you do 2 rolls for me.
Okay.
You're gonna have your flight roll,
Okay.
which will cost you an energy token. 2d4 difficulty of 4, not that
Okay.
difficult. After that roll, I'm gonna have you make a brains roll, difficulty of 12.
4.
Okay, that succeeds. So you look around and go to jump and take off. Now make a brains difficulty of 12.
My brains is so low.
I thought you were like in like advanced.
It's a D10.
That's...
Oh,
You have 4.
I have 4 tokens.
Mhm.
I will use 2 of those to make it a 10.
It was a difficulty of 12.
Crap. I will use all 4 of those to make it a 12 because I can't math.
Okay. No one sees you as you take off. Now, every time you use your powers, there's a little strain on you.
Mm-hmm.
As you fly up into the air, start moving over the town. As you're flying, you start to feel this like something's fighting you for control.
Scott, what the hell? Are you... Stop.
No, I want to drive. Let me
No.
drive. I want to.
It's not your body.
I got a taste of it. All right, I got a taste of it. and it
Don't be a
tasted
weird,
so
creepy
good.
body snatcher. Let me just
It's not
go
weird.
to my house. Yes,
I was
it is.
a damn super. I was fighting some crazy like witch woman last I remember, and now I'm up in the air. I want to take control, give it a ride. You know what I mean?
This is my body. No, I don't. And I'm actually kind of concerned if I do know what you mean, because I feel like you mean that in the grossest way possible.
I just want to fly.
Yeah, that's what you say, but I don't trust you.
Look, I've been like really jonesing. Come on, just
Fine,
go
but
by
if
the
you
way-
do anything creepy, I'm never letting you fly my body again.
Oh my god, this is happening.
So he takes over as you immediately redirect, and fly down into town and land directly in front of the liquor store.
No!
What did I say? I want to go home.
Shush, woman.
I
As you
just,
start
I like started
walking,
like fighting for control of my body again.
I need you to roll your grit difficulty of 12.
Oh my goodness. This is
well, that's
amazing.
gonna be impossible.
So you land directly down in front of the liquor store as
That's
you
an 8.
confidently get up and do one of these like.
What are you doing?
I'm getting myself some
Stop!
smokes.
See, this is why I can't trust you. You asked me to trust you, and then I
I'm gonna
trusted
write
you,
something down.
and you completely proved me right that you are untrustworthy.
So you hear his voice. You recognize your body moving and going through these actions, but you're trying to talk and speak through, but you're not able to get through. It's just like he's in control. It's like you're a backseat driver all
But
of a
he
sudden.
can hear me.
Oh yeah, as he goes up to the counter. Hello, charmed man who is quite handsome.
Nobody even talks like that.
I
Why
would-
would you talk like that?
I would love for a pack of your finest Winstons if you could
I don't smoke.
happen to give them to me right now. Fine gentlemen, I would go out on a date with you, good sir.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kill you.
This man at the counter,
Again.
I need to see your ID, please. I don't know if you actually need to see my identification. Do you know who my father is? I am a rich bitch. I can do whatever I want in this town.
Never again.
and you will give me that pack of smokes, and I will not pay for it. And if you don't do it within the next 5 seconds, you lose your date. Good sir. This guy just stops looking at you, like continues to look at you. You kind of see, like,
Can I
looking
keep
through a
fighting
window.
for control
You
of
can
my-
keep fighting.
Yeah.
Roll another grit for me, difficulty of 10 this time.
Give me my stupid body back, you jerk! Yes!
What do you got?
I got 10.
Is it out of a 10?
Oh yeah, it explodes.
It's exploding dice.
14.
So in that moment, you're just kind of like standing there, and you see this guy staring at you. I'm not allowed to give
Oh my god, sir, I'm
kids-
so sorry. I have episodes. I'm really sorry, and I like run out of the store.
It just kind of like leans and watches you run out of the store.
Hey Scott, just so you know, I'm never giving you a chance like that again.
Oh,
freaking
we'll
jerk.
see. We'll see. You be real careful now. I think now that it's just one of you, I feel a little bit more powerful than usual. Feel like I might actually have a say in things for once. You know, after you killed me and all.
Well, if you try it again, I will kill you some way again, even without your stupid
I'm
body.
already dead, dumb ass.
We'll see about that.
So you're running where? The
Uh,
liquor store is just about a half mile down the road from your house.
To my house.
Okay. So you just are running through the street out towards your house.
Wait, can I
Like
say?
that.
Can I say my one thing?
Yeah.
When you did the walk, it just reminded me of Men in Black when it's the guy at the sugar.
Yeah.
He's just like
He's like wearing somebody's body.
He was trying real hard to walk like I'm a hot ass woman.
yeah. But I just imagine it in real life, just being this awkward. Yeah. Anyways, that was perfect. That was so good.
Malika,
Yes.
you're now standing next to the video store, and
Yeah, I was going after Justin.
great, you're going after Justin. So you kind of look around and you sneak down the alleyway, trying to find Justin. You've lost track of him. He was moving pretty quick, ran through those buildings. Now he's gone up somewhere into town.
I'm gonna look down on the ground and see if I can track the print of his ranger boots.
Okay. Roll your brains for me. Difficulty of 12.
Is this related to my ranger skills?
Yep.
You're a smarty.
18. It's a very unique print that is issued with those
Given that
ranger
you were
boots.
just out at the old train station where it's a little bit swampy by the lake, he did track some mud with him, and you see this kind of tracking between a couple houses, making their way up the hill. From the general direction it looks like the tracks are going, you can assume at least the next little ways moving up the hill. As you move past the video store, you notice on the corner, a street over, there's this monument. And this monument is like this kind of little path that has names on both sides. Looks like 100 names. And just says, you know, in memory across the top.
I start scanning the names, seeing if I recognize any of them. And then I look
You
for
do?
my name.
You find your name.
Who else is on there?
Bert. Mylinh. Her father. Lucas. Tammy. Many others that you don't know. People you have never heard of before. A lot of people appear to have died in that blast.
What about Justin's name?
Not on there.
Okay. And what's that monument of? Is it just a stone, or is there a imagery?
The monument itself, it's just stone, carved in the stone. It's like a nice little path with flowers and stuff around it.
Okay. I keep trying to track Justin.
Okay. Bert,
Yes.
as you were watching them leave, taking a moment for yourself, and you watch Mylinh take off, you notice through the woods across the way on the other side of the clearing what appears to be a homeless man watching her very intently. seems fixated on her. He definitely saw her fly away.
Okay. I'm gonna emerge out of the forest, and I'm gonna head in that direction. As I'm heading that way, I stop and I look kind of multiple times at the train station.
Okay.
And I take a couple steps forward towards the station. I stop.
As you stop and take a breath, you get this kind of tunnel vision. And you notice in broad daylight a light flicker inside the station. And it's as if, though you know it's the middle of the day in the middle of July, this hot summer day, the world goes a little darker, and it continues to get darker until the light on the inside illuminates brighter and brighter. Just
Alright, I'm gonna have to roll for myself on this. Okay, so I completely ignore the homeless man who is in the forest, and I am beelining it towards this train station.
Okay.
I'm saying it out loud. Okay, no, this is great. No, this is perfect. There's all these crazy rumors. I just gotta keep trying to find and hear all these crazy rumors. If some of them's gotta be true. If some of them's true, then crazy stuff happens to town. This is the perfect way to get powers back. Just gotta keep exploring all these crazy things that are happening. And I remember there's the night that everything happened. They kept saying something about the train station. I can't remember. Was it haunted? I don't know. This will work out, I think. And I'm moving towards it.
That is definitely a rumor. That the old train station near the lake is haunted. Who knows, though? As you start running forward towards this old train station, moving towards it, you hear the sound of a train approaching.
Oh, jeez.
This is it. This is perfect. This is gonna work. This is gonna work. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's ghost powers. I don't know.
This approaching faster and faster, and you keep walking towards the tracks, keep moving forward. You find yourself standing on the train tracks.
Yeah, there's no
hear as this train, you start to feel the ground underneath you shake, but you look in front of you, the tracks, mold and grown over the top of it, grass covering it, dirt. A train hasn't run through here in years, but you hear it. Your world starts to go dark around you again. You focus forward, and that's where you see this light flicker off in the distance as you see a trail of smoke rising up as what appears to be an old steam train is moving directly towards you. What do you do?
I'm gonna stay on the train tracks. It's not real. It's not real because it's clear there's no trains that have been going in here. So whatever
It starts
this is,
barreling down on you, this train getting closer and closer.
it's not gonna hurt me because it's not real. But it'll be real enough, and then I'll get some sort of crazy
It's going to
ghost
get larger.
train powers, and then
The
I'll be
horn
back with the
continues.
group, and I'll have people to hang out with. This is gonna work.
As it's moving closer and closer and closer, I need you to roll your grit for me. Difficulty of 13.
Yes. Okay. I'm one less than this. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Do I have any tokens?
You have 1.
Explode it.
I got a 2.
You got a 2?
Yep.
Great. Just before panic, you feel your body move almost out of your own control as you jump out of the way, and you hear this go past you at full speed as you feel the air and intensity of it, and your head is down on the ground as you feel the ground shaking underneath you and you feel tears kind of draining from your eyes as your face goes cold and wet, and you're sobbing, and you don't know why. You turn as you feel the broad daylight. There is no train. Lights aren't on in the station. Tracks covered in dirt.
Okay. Haunted train station, no powers. I guess I'm moving on to the next one. Let's see, I did write some down.
Trying to force me to complete a rumor. Chat's still 35 away.
Trying. I want. I guess I gotta, I guess I can. There's some stuff about things in the forest, I think.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just.
Lo and behold, I was putting a rumor right in front of you, and you chose not to investigate it.
I guess I'll go out in the forest, and well, I chose the one that he clearly remembered first. I guess I'll go to the forest.
Cool. So you just like get up and start.
I'm fine. No, it's fine.
And you
it's fine.
book
it's
it
fine.
across town to the other side, towards the forest,
Yeah.
where that night, over a year and a half ago, you saw those eyes, those red eyes gleaming out.
Going in that direction. Crossing train station off my list.
Lucas. To your surprise, your sister driving insanely fast starts to scare you. She's panicked. She keeps looking at you, sobbing. Her hand on your on your left shoulder, like her right hand on your shoulder, never lets go. She just keeps a hand on you the entire time that you're driving. She speeds past what you think is your house, and as you're like, what? Trying to turn, goes deeper into town, crossing over to the other side, as she comes to an abrupt stop at the trailer park on the outside of town. As the car kind of comes to an abrupt stop, just stay here. Don't go. Don't move. Okay, just stay right here. Okay. I'm gonna get Mom.
Okay.
Mom and Tanya. Okay. Just don't. Okay. She kind of backs slowly out of the car. Almost like she doesn't want to let the door close. She keeps staring at you. The car closes and she's looking at you through the window. Okay. She walks backwards up the 4 steps to the front of the trailer home.
Turn on the radio.
You hear on the radio the local DJ is talking about the wild reviews for the new Batman movie that just came out a couple weeks ago. How good it is. Box office. Summer hit.
Change the station.
Crossing that one off.
Keep going till you find Greg,
Yeah.
the cosmic DJ.
I'm just searching for like a cool like rock station.
Yeah, you're searching, and then all of a sudden, as you're searching and just kind of looking down, you hear this like on the hood as you look up and see your mother like stumbled and has tripped kind of over the hood as she's moving up the side of the car, opening the door, and just grabs you and pulls you out of the car as she's squeezing onto you. Oh, Lucas, you're okay. You're okay.
Hi, Mom.
As she grabs your face. Where were you? What?
I don't know. I
You're
don't.
okay.
I don't remember anything.
You notice your sister, Tanya, who used to be shorter than you. You recognize her, but she's now like 6 inches taller than you, towering over you. And she's crying. Your sister Teresa's crying. You don't see your dad. You don't see Tammy.
Where's Tammy? Where's Dad?
Tammy wasn't with you? How did you get here? Why are you... You look clean and... Like you haven't aged a day. I knew you were okay. But where's your sister?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? And that's when Tanya's like, Mom, I told you. She's in here. She's fine. Mom! Lucas, she says hi. And that you were supposed to come back for her.
I'm remembering the time that they were like body switching. What's that supposed to mean?
It means you left her. No, shut up, Tony. We don't have time for that right now. Luke, he's alive.
Where's Dad?
Yeah, I told you he was alive. And Tammy's alive too. Nobody listens to me. And she gets upset and runs back into the small trailer home, slamming the door. Honey, Dad, you don't have to worry about your father. I'll call him later, okay? I'll call him later. I'm so happy you're okay.
I'm happy to be back.
Tanya said you were alive. I didn't. But where's Tammy?
I don't know.
Just come inside, okay? Come inside. So she kind of grabs you by the shoulder and leads you inside. And as you're walking in, you recognize a lot of the things in this place. A lot of your things are stacked in a corner. The place is dirty. There's pictures of you and Tammy over all the walls. Flowers. Some of them dead. Some of them new. It's very clear they haven't moved on. There's no pictures of your dad. And you don't recognize any of his things around.
Where's my room?
You don't. We'll get you one. We'll set something up, okay? You could sleep on the couch
Okay.
tonight. You can have my bed. It's okay. You need a good night's sleep. Where have you been?
I'll sleep on the couch.
Where have you been?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Where have you been?
The last thing I remember is an explosion. And then here I am.
Do you remember how you got up there by the explosion? You shouldn't have even been up there. I don't. Your sister, I don't understand.
I was just playing hooky. Skipping school. Tammy wasn't with me though.
Okay. Okay.
I'm thirsty and hungry.
Yeah. Teresa, get your brother some water. She's kind of holding back her tears. You kind of hear her go into her room as you hear her pick up the phone, and you hear her on the phone, but you can't really tell what she's saying. She's kind of whispering, talking to someone, and she's like, okay, thank you, yes. Okay, just be quick. And you hear the phone hang up, and she comes back out of the room. You need to rest. Okay, I'm sure you've been through a lot.
I'm not tired. I feel fine. Am I gonna be, like, expelled from school?
Why are you worried about...
I just had a lot of homework.
You don't have to worry about that. You're alive. That's all that matters.
Yeah. I just kind of twiddle my thumbs.
Mylinh. You get to the edge of your property. The old mansion was on top of the hill. There's yellow police tape around the perimeter of the property. And the house is charred black. Half of it, the top half especially, burnt. gone. A couple of the trees in the front singed, but just starting to grow back with small green kind of picking through it. Whenever this fire went down months ago, if you wanted to climb through, it very easily could. Doesn't appear that anyone's watching over the property.
I mean, yeah, I want to see what's left in there.
Okay. You walk through the police line, make your way up the circle drive towards the front door. There's spray paint on the walls, windows broken. Whatever was left after the fire appears to have been looted. As you walk in the front door, or what's left of it, though it's hot outside, it feels cold in there, shaded from the sun. Dark streams of light piercing through the upper floor where the roof's been burned out. You see animal footprints tracking through the heaps of dust, tree limbs, leaves inside blowing around. It's quiet. What do you do? You looking for anything in particular? Going somewhere?
Is the lower half still somewhat intact? Like, I want to see.
Just been looted a lot.
But not my dad's secret office, right? Because it was behind something.
You gotta check.
I want to check. I want to check if my dad's office is still.
Okay. So you make your way over towards that painting that had been hanging once before. The painting's gone, but the key combination is still there. Doesn't appear like anyone's got it open. Would you like to try? Roll your brains. Difficulty at 8.
Why is it so hard? Oh, no.
You have 5 tokens.
Nope, it's still a 1 though.
People could possibly give you some if they wanted to.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Does anyone have
That
any?
can happen.
have
Bert's
some-
got 2. Malika's got 2.
So you said I have 5? So 5 gives me 6. I would need 2 more tokens.
Yeah, you can have mine too.
Yeah.
You want
want
to
one
split
from
it?
each? Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Success.
All right.
And then again, the mental power that's allowing this to happen is because all I'm trying to do is get power so I can be back with the group. That's why it's like.
You start trying different codes on this door. It keeps failing. And then you try your birthday. And it works. And you hear it as the door swings open. What the fuck is this shit?
I forgot.
Your dad got a damn supervillain lair up in here.
Yeah, because my dad was kind of a supervillain.
Man, I want to take that body back and really live out this rich bitch lifestyle. I swear.
If you noticed, I'm not really rich anymore. My house is burned down and my dad's dead.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, he dead, right? Dead?
Yeah, like,
Not like trapped in somebody's head dead?
no, like exploded in a giant explosion in his stupid secret supervillain lab. And then I start like looking around the office for like spare cash and like.
Oh, yeah. You find cash. There's cash. There's cash. There's files. All of it protected from the fire, as this room was solid concrete. Lots of stuff. As you're rifling through it. Damn, so like your poppy and all that, like your daddy, He was in charge of that there facility?
Yup.
Well, you think, he has anything to do with all the weird shit that's going on in this town?
I don't know if he was in charge of it or just somebody else's pawn or what, but he was pretty high up on the food chain. And I look around for like a backpack. If there's
Found
or,
a duffel bag.
So I will split the cash and put I will keep half of it in the room, and then actually I'll keep most of it in the room, and I take like just 2 like big wads of it and put it in the duffel bag. And then I start looking through the files. What do I see in those files?
What are you looking for?
Any information about what this project was about and if there's another facility?
As you're looking through these files, you notice a lot of it is covered in black ink, redacted information. But you keep seeing these things, and one of the things that keeps coming back to you is the word Pegasus. You keep recognizing this word Pegasus over and over again. Repeated. It's something about this Pegasus program over and over again on a lot of the paperwork. And in that moment, you start to hear this yelling coming from outside the house. I know you're in there! Come on out! It's time you face the truth! Just come out!
I hide the files and grab anything that I think that might be useful.
You can't hide from it anymore!
Shove it in my duffel bag and like pull the door shut and like reset the key code.
You gotta confront it!
Who are you?
Why don't you just come out here and talk to me face to face?
What are you gonna do if I come out there? I have a weapon.
Bring it!
I
If it makes you feel safe, bring it!
put my hand behind my back like I have the duffel bag on one shoulder, my hand behind my back like I'm holding maybe a gun or something, and like ease my way out the front door.
So, as you start to like make your way to the front, given that a lot of this place is burned out and it's dark where you are and it's full daylight out there, you can kind of see through and you see what appears to be this old homeless man standing in the middle of your circle drive.
Okay.
Yo, whoa, 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 hold up, Mylinh. I recognize this dude.
Who is this guy, Scott?
He's usually sitting outside the liquor store,
Are you
panhandling.
like friends with him or something?
No, I ain't fucking friends. No bum. Panhandler, man. Nobody
And just
really...
so you know, the path you were on, this was probably you in 10 years.
Oh, shit. I mean, look, I had a job. It might have been stealing from people at the park, but it was
not
a job.
Exactly my point. Thank you for proving my point.
I sustained a
Anyways.
living. Just
What do you want to talk to me about, mister?
come out and face the truth. No, look, listen. There are a lot of rumors about this man. This
What?
dude. Ain't nobody know where he's from. He just always out in front of the liquor store, like mumbling about your dad.
Well, maybe he worked for my dad or something.
Everybody says he's like actually rich, or used to be rich, or something like that.
Well, then I don't know. Maybe he has information. I'm gonna go out there, and I slowly make my way towards the front door to.
Look, I once saw. I ain't shitting you, like some fancy ass limo drop him off in front of the liquor store, and he was mad as fuck. Like he was yelling and spitting at that car as it drove off.
Well, you know, if he acts crazy, I'm just gonna fly away. So. All right. What do you have to say?
I think it's time you and I chat.
About what?
How you got here. I need you to roll your flight for me. Difficulty of 12.
Come on, exploding dice. No. That's a 9.
You have 1 token.
Still not enough.
Okay.
Do you want to stick around for this thing?
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm
Okay.
gonna see. I'm gonna see how this plays out.
In that moment, you feel a giant net cover your body as you hit the ground, as this weight is pulling you down to the ground.
What
it's
is
heavier than
this?
you can see. And then you feel
Who drops a net on
this
somebody?
immediate kind of like pull as he's pulling you through the ground.
I'm
as
not
you
an
feel yourself kind
animal!
of scraping along the ground.
I'm like
being
just like
pushed
trying
out
to
of
like.
the weeds. And then you're being pulled back inside your house as he's just kind of pulling you up these
What are you
steps.
doing? Are you
And
crazy?
moving you in as he then moves towards the back of the house and he goes towards the door that leads to your basement,
No, no, no,
kicks
no,
it
no.
open with his foot, throws you down into the hall, and shuts the door behind you.
What? Can I like get out of the net now? Like I can.
When you fall, you kind of roll out of the net. And
I
this
immediately-
hallway... Oh, you can't immediately get up and do that because you don't see that door anymore. All you see is a red light. Forward, going a long distance. A red light behind you, branching off into many different areas.
It's not nice to trap little girls in other dimensions. Creep.
Excuse me. Apologies. As you hear the sound of boots turning a corner from outside of a door, as the same man who just threw you in turns that corner, but he's wearing a full suit filled with all sorts of fancy kind of like silver studded jewelry, accessories, large rings, large pendant around his neck. And his boots have this like silver surrounding this silver kind of lace, like moving all around the boots. These very clearly like alligator skin boots. I didn't mean to scare you or frighten you. My other half is a little, we'll say, eccentric.
Other half? You were a homeless man that just threw a net on a teenager.
Well, no, that's only a part of who I am.
Lucas, Malika, can you hear me?
Can't
They cannot.
No.
No, you've been here before. I recognize your smell. I figure it was time we talk. You're an adult now. Your stench of your friends lines this place.
What
This is sacred
place?
ground.
What is this place?
It's the veins that which connect all of us. Breathe life to this town. Into you, and your father, and myself at one point.
Who
when
are
I was
you?
1. Well, if situations were different, you'd be calling me Dad.
What?
But they're not, so I'm left to scurry for scraps out there, and
Okay, I
your
found.
father takes all the credit.
Then who was my dad? I don't understand.
Your father was my business partner. Still is. Well, that is until I find him.
He's dead.
So are you.
What?
As we know, appearances can be deceiving. What we believe is not always what is true. I unfortunately cannot leave this space. I'm trapped here, or at least this part of myself. Only the nasty can get out. That's not the way I wanted you to see me. But he knew if he trapped me in here, the other side of me is never going to amount to much of anything. All my wealth, all my ownership of that company means nothing as long as I am here, trapped in these veins. I've been waiting a long time to say hello.
This is a really weird way to say hello. Just so you know.
Would you have had a different preference?
I mean, not being kidnapped would have been a good start.
I'm sorry, my other half can be a little bit aggressive at times. He means you no harm. He cares for you. He's been watching over you, letting me know you were safe.
Well,
You see, we lost you, but the second you came back, I could taste it in the air. You crossed over. I knew then it was time to say hello. Yo, this motherfucker's crazy. We need to get the fuck out of here. Fly, I don't know, can you fly out that hallway?
I don't even think we're on our world anymore. So where do you think we're gonna fly to, Scott? And also, I'm pretty sure this is my real dad. So I guess you're gonna have to deal with it. Now, excuse me while I catch up with my weird, split in half, other dimensional dad. Thank you. So what now?
Well, now we have a lot of work to do. I don't much like being here. It's not really my style. The town's grown so much in my absence, and your father's left everything such a mess. I think it's time I help clean it up.
Okay, how do we fix this?
I'm gonna need your help. And your friend, Scott's.
Do you know why he's in my head?
Side effects.
From him dying?
No. No, that was gonna happen soon anyway. It's a mistake. A lot of them are. We didn't intend for this. It's right unfortunate.
What did you intend for?
We don't really know. It's
What were you and my
a
dad?
test. It's not rocket science. We don't know until we try. Wrong place, wrong time, right place, right time. Who's to say? We've learned a lot. I could learn a lot more if I could get out of these veins.
How do we get you out?
We need to get the other me in. Trade Scott with him, his body. Maybe bring Scott back into the world, but enable my other half to join up with you. Just a simple handshake, metaphorically speaking, and we can finally be together, as we were intended to be,
Okay, so
as your creator.
I thought you said you were my dad.
Is that not the same thing?
One makes me sound like an experiment or an animal.
Yes. Oh, you're confused.
Yeah.
That's cute. I don't much have the time to enlighten something that cannot be enlightened, so why don't you find your friends? That little boy with the unfortunate ability to basically control heaven and earth with his mind. He can make the transfer.
What are you
Replace the essence.
What are you gonna do if you get out of here?
We're gonna fix things.
How?
You will fix things. You are the rightful heir to his fortune. You've been gone a long time. Our fortune. It's yours for the taking. All you need to do is claim it. we can rebuild. The experiments can get started back up, and we can fix.
We
can
shouldn't
fix
experiment
this.
anymore. Those kids, didn't
What
you see what
kids?
happened to them? They were dying and being
Those kids
experimented
would
on in
not
a
exist
lab.
if it were not for us. Died horribly in pain. We saved them.
What do you
Gave
mean
them
they
a better life.
wouldn't exist?
A reason to actually have some sort of meaning behind all of it. Well, they would be dead.
Why would they be dead?
They could not contain what they were. Much like you and your friends cannot contain yourselves, it will consume you without our help, without our training, our advanced medicine to keep you in check. You let this energy run through you for much longer and it will eat you from the inside out. I'm sure you felt it knocking.
That was just Scott in my head.
What do you think Scott is?
We don't know.
It's just a name. Something to identify it with. Scott is not a person. That makes it easier for you, for all of you. It's a feeling. It's an energy. It's something that passes through this entire town, from the top to the bottom. Encapsulates everything around you. You can harness it, and it's speaking through you. And it wants to be let out, but we can't let that happen, and it needs to stay in here, in the veins. You see, we could switch places,
Okay.
and with my help, you can have anything you want.
Okay.
So, shall we get started?
Okay.
Malika, you see Justin
Oh,
peering into the diner as if he wants to go in.
wait, I had more questions, but okay. I wanted to know if Isaac and Wolf were on that monument back there.
Isaac and who?
Mayor Wolf.
Mayor Wolf?
Wolf's son.
Mayor Wolf's son? No. Mayor Wolf? No.
Justin.
Oh. I'm sorry about that. So you catch him kind of peering in through a window, looking in at the diner, watching everyone go about their day. And even though he's looking in, it's very clear he has no intention of going in. He's just kind of staring there, blankly. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. I didn't mean to run away like that. I wanted to have some sort of, some sort of power over my own life. I feel kind of helpless lately. Not one
We
to
all
usually
do.
feel. Pretty simple person. As he sits down and kind of puts his back up against the wall of the diner. This is all really weird. I mean, you're telling me we don't even know each other in this world, and so we just met, to you, that is, and I've been training you for months, but apparently you weren't even... That might just be a figment of my imagination, as had to explain for some reason how you just showed up. I'm not going to try to make sense of all of it, but... I don't really know what to do here, and... I'm scared.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe we should do something normal.
Well, what's normal? In, I guess, the year of 1989?
Eat an ice cream, have a burger, go to the diner. I like my french fries extra crispy.
Yeah, but we're not supposed to be seen, you see.
Well,
I thought about what you said, and I wanted to get out there and just be like, hello, world, I'm Justin, and I'm here, and I'm not dead, and you miss me, don't you? But they don't.
What do you think about this?
I'm sorry, you're seeing things a little darker, I understand that. Is that... What,
This is my disguise.
Did you fall on your head when we came through that portal?
Sir, my name is Sammy West.
Now, I've learned today that I'm a physical construct that was created by some sort of a person, a young girl, that is, and I'm not actually a real person, and I'm starting to question if you're actually an intelligent one. So, you look exactly like you did before you put the glasses on, honey. I don't mean to bust your bubble there, but it's just sunglasses. That's...
Well, I mean, I'm not wearing my ranger gear anymore.
You're still the same person.
Right, but I thought maybe we could disguise ourselves. I mean, people do it professionally.
You mean like wearing a fake beard and some colored hair or something like that? I mean, this is the real world we're talking about here. You can't just go around like Clark Kent and expect nobody to recognize you.
I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of new here, so a lot of people still don't recognize me. And, you know, maybe you could just change your hairstyle. Sometimes, I mean, people look really different. Gain some weight or something.
You know, I think I know what I'm gonna do.
What's that?
I'm gonna fix this town. It appears to me that there's a lot of really bad things going on here. And the town doesn't need me, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm not even real. Just a figment of someone else's imagination, so that gives me a lot of advantages. My life has no value.
That's not true.
No, now, you know, just let me finish my thought here. I'm not real. I could disappear at any minute, any second. You know, I'm surprised I've lasted this long. Who knows, if the outside construct that created me continues to exist, maybe I'll be okay. If not, or that young woman has a bad day and decides in her brain that, you know, she didn't really like that ranger that much anymore, I could just cease to exist right there. So, you know, it's outside of my hands. And, you know, maybe that's the way it is for everybody, you know, but it's making me realize that I have a unique opportunity here. You know, nobody expects a ranger to come in and, you know, change the town for the better, especially one that's dead. You still haven't told me what happened, and that would definitely help me out in that situation. But, you know, maybe...
Do you really want to know?
Yeah, I'd very much like that, yeah.
You were found dead at the ranger station.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
You seem to
Probably
have
got
been...
stung by bees. I'm allergic to them, you know.
It wasn't bees. It was an ice pick.
I slipped and fell on an ice pick.
You were holding the ice pick.
And you know, I know not to run with one, so that's...
I mean, this is just a rumor, so I'm not quite sure.
Uh-huh.
But you were holding the ice pick, and there was blood coming out of your ears.
When you say I was holding, you mean they found... You're saying... are you implying that I was found? Maybe it was a setup. Maybe you murdered me. I had your job. You took my sandwich, and you know, someone that steals a sandwich, you might have it in them. I don't see myself. I mean, I know I'm not real, but I don't see myself as being a person that would take my own life. And here I was just saying my life had no value.
Justin, maybe you're right. Maybe it was a setup. I don't know if it's just a rumor or not.
No, I appreciate you being honest with me. I know that must have been hard to look in the face of someone that, you know, offed themselves and say, hey, you offed yourself. I can't imagine, you know. I just thought I'd be stronger than that. You know.
I think you are strong.
So what needs fixing in this town?
Well, I'm trying to piece together everything that happened before we left.
Mhm.
I don't remember.
Somebody's
a lot of
taking
it.
kids out there, and I don't like that one bit.
Right. So I found this monument in town. It had a list of everybody who they think is dead.
Yeah.
It's a monument to the explosion. I don't know if you noticed it.
And no, I didn't. I was really craving pie, and I ran right up to the diner here, and I don't know why. I just wanted a pie really bad, and I just couldn't bring myself to come inside.
You want to go get a pie and talk about it?
We got to get some better disguises, though, right?
Right.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't cut it. Not even close. You're. Who's looking for two people like us anyway?
Anyways, one thing that I remembered was the mayor of this town. I actually went to the police department before we disappeared,
Yeah.
and we found files about a lot of strange happenings in town. And one of them that I noticed was, I think there's something up with Mayor Wolf's son.
Now I'm going to tell you this as the GM. That happened when you were in the other world. There were two separate worlds you visited. One was the construct that was made for special people to allow them to rebuild their own universe. That's when you visited the police station. Now, technically, that was a mirror of the real universe. Everything was kept intact, and that's how you know about the tunnels. But that wasn't a separate universe. So those files in this world would still be there. They weren't taken. Nothing was moved. Everything's there. You can assume if you found something in that world, it would exist in this real one.
So, I don't know. I remember one of the files, it said that his son had the ability to pass through matter undetected, I think. Or unattended. And he disappeared like 10 years ago.
So you think the mayor's son is,
I think there's just other people with these powers.
powers?
Yeah.
You mean like being imaginary constructs?
No, I mean something else, like flying. Or
I thought you said this was the real world. And now you're talking about flying and stuff, and I mean, I understand I'm an imaginary construct built by that of a young girl, but that just sounds ridiculous.
oh boy. I want to show you something, Justin.
All right.
All right,
I'll
okay.
take the lead there.
Let's walk over to maybe a shady, secluded part of town, maybe next to the video store.
I'm going to say
something.
just go behind that. We don't need to waste more time. Just follow the action. You're behind. You're so close to the back of this restaurant. You can do it there.
Give me your hand.
All right.
And I take his hand and trying to, in the space between our hands, create a little shape of light.
Okay. Roll an energy token.
Um,
Difficulty of 2. So
and
you're going to succeed, but you got to
so
spend
you
an energy
roll-
token. Actually, difficulty of 3.
roll
2d4s.
All right, cool.
So the only way you can fail it is if you get 2 1s.
That seems reasonable.
I'm thinking of a certain shape. If that
Is
matters.
it? Do these dice explode too?
Yeah.
Damn.
14?
So you could tell me what you create out of this. Like, you could basically make a small diorama.
If it's
and-
not what I think it is,
So what do you...
So
Do you have your hands with his...
I used to live with Justin in the other world, the last one we were just at. And so I'm trying to create basically a little creature. And as we kind of open our hands up and it's moving, we can feel it moving. It's a little bird. It's It's Justin's favorite bird. It's a blue jay. And
So instinctively, without thinking, he just. Oh, I'm so sorry. You scared the dickens out of me there. I am so sorry. Is your face okay? I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, you slapped her face.
Oh, I thought you slapped the bird.
Oh no, you scared you. He's so bad. He just went right in your face. I am so sorry. So, is that a real? Did you just create a real bird out of? Did you? Are you my creator? Or are you that young girl that made? I am so sorry about your face. I didn't mean to do that. You frightened the death out of me there. Is that a? Oh. What even?
Do you believe now?
I don't know what I believe now, miss. Oh, I am so sorry about that. Can it fly?
Well, yeah.
Is it? Am I? How did you do that?
I don't know.
Okay. So they're saying there's more people like that can
Just do all sorts of crazy
just make
stuff.
birds out of the thin air like that. And
Please don't hit me in the face.
I'm so sorry, but that was, I don't even know. I've never seen anything like that in my life, and I
Me
walked through a
neither.
portal to another dimension
Welcome
just
to my
2
life.
hours ago.
Yes.
Oh, you are right, Missy. We got a lot of work to do.
You want to help me find the others?
You have my sword.
That was
Whatever you need from me, you're my Jesus at this point. I swear to the Lord that is Malika. Whatever you need there, Ranger, you got it.
Okay. Let's lie low.
He lays on the ground. Whatever you need, man.
All right. Mission number 1: procure better disguises.
We get in disguise. Let's go to the store right now. We'll get some disguise. Nobody will ever know it's us, and we'll fix this town.
All right. We're gonna get haircuts and everything.
You got it.
All right. Let's go.
So,
Oh my sweet Jesus Christ. This is amazing.
You mean sweet Malika?
I want fan art of
Yes.
the superhero duo of Sunshade glasses wearing Park Ranger Malika
And just a dude.
and Canadian Justin.
I thought you were gonna make a banana.
Yeah.
I thought you were
thought
gonna
so
make
too.
a banana too.
Yeah, we all did. Bert.
Yes. Tromping through the forest.
That might have made him angry, though.
That's true. That is true.
Bert. You're in the forest. What are you looking for? Exactly.
Well, I guess there's a few rumors. It seems so long ago when we started the fair, and I mean, I know it's been my time. It still seems long, but even now it seems even longer. I don't know. There's these things about there were the eyes in the forest, and then there was something about that guy rambling on about a Wendigo. That doesn't seem like that's I'm gonna get eaten if that's not real. That's no powers that come from that, unless I get some mutant Wendigo, and then it's like super Wendigo.
Roll your flight for me. Difficulty of 10.
Okay. Yes. Okay. All my things are down. 1. How many points do I have?
How many do you have? 1.
Oh.
Mylinh has 6.
Oh.
I rolled a 4, so
So-
I need 6 of them, or 5 of them, or none of them.
You can have 5 of my tokens.
Can I take 5 of those tokens?
You
and
bet
use
you
mine?
can.
Okay. Cool. Do not want to get.
I want Mylin's tokens to go away for the next bit.
Oh no!
So,
There's still time. Put
You
more in there.
hear
Don't make me
this-
feel like a jerk for taking them all. Put more in there.
you hear this snap under your foot
Oh,
as you're
no.
walking through the woods, and you look down and catch just brief enough as you jump and roll forward and miss out as this weird spike kind of like swings and closes up on this trap as you just barely jumped out of its way. As you get back up, You hear the sound
Hello?
of footsteps coming from behind you in the woods. Now it's broad daylight in these woods.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes the woods in the daylight are when they're the scariest. Because you can see everything, but you can't. Every foot, there's something blocking your view. Have you ever been in the woods, Bert, in the middle of summer? Thick, deep woods in the middle of summer. The air is so thick with the pollen, the pine. It's hard to breathe. Hard to smell anything other than those woods themselves. The cicadas and the wind so loud. Every other noise is kind of deafened, just a little bit. It's a weird thing, you know, because it's quiet. You recognize that it's quiet, but it's so loud. And it's like everywhere you look, something's watching you. In the dark, you can't see them watching you, so you can imagine they're not. But you get little glimpses everywhere you look. A little bit of movement. Was it the wind? A squirrel? Some giant creature? But you hear that movement. A little bit to your right, moving through the weeds. Footsteps.
Hello?
No response.
For like a rock or anything on the ground. Getting
You're
low.
leaning down to the ground to pick up a rock. As you lean down, you see it just out of the corner of your eye. This foot land into the dead leaves next to you. This foot is large, covered in thick hair, has long claws coming out of the front of it. I need you to roll a grit. What? I need you to roll a grit. Difficulty of 15.
This is doable. This is doable and passable. Can I get a D12?
Oh my god.
You have
Explode.
no token.
Explode it.
Explode, explode, explode.
Can I stand up for this?
Yeah.
You don't have any powers. Why would you go into the
I'm
woods
trying to
alone?
get powers!
Explode.
Oh my god.
Okay, alright. 15.
Shut up! Shut up!
Oh my god. Woo!
What happened, Zach?
You see, as you look up, this furry, large arm swing towards your general direction as you just kind of let the weight of your body take over as you fall to the ground and this arm goes directly over your face. The impact of this arm hitting the tree that you are next to so strong that a giant chunk of this tree goes flying.
It's the Winnebago.
You're the worst.
But just as quick as you saw this creature arrive in front of you, as you look back up, you can't see it. But you continue to hear footsteps moving in the forest around you. Every time you think that you see a little bit of movement out of the corner of your eye, you turn quickly, look. Nothing there. Just rows and rows of trees, thick brush for as long as you can see. What are you doing, Bert?
I'm mentally scratching off Wendigo on my list. No powers here. Don't need it. And I'm going to... I'm not running, but I'm just confidently walking out of the forest.
So you don't remember how far you walked into
I
this
don't.
forest,
I've been
do you?
looking in here for a while.
Yeah, you've been looking for a while. You're pretty deep. In fact, it's midday. Which direction did you come from? You got turned around as you hit the ground, Bert. Where is town?
I'm looking for some moss on the trees to orient me.
All right. I need you to roll your brains. Difficulty of 12.
I hate you so much. stand up for this. Oh, come on, baby. Exploding dice. I got a 3.
As you look around, trying to notice any moss or anything that could give away which side the sun rises, you can't tell. It's just thick brush and wood everywhere you look. And then you hear the footsteps again. It's getting closer. One moment it sounds like it's coming from behind you, the next in front of you.
Hey, bear. Hey, bear. I'm just going to keep saying that and walk.
You're just walking. Just now walking in a general direction. You see a shadow about 50 feet up in front of you move between 2 trees.
I should have stayed in the reality where I was a quarterback.
You see on the ground in front of you a bunch of canned food opened on the ground, ripped open.
Canned food, though?
Canned food.
Picking it up and
Looks like it's been kind of gnawed through. And you pick it up and you start banging them together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, bear.
You just made yourself a big target as you start like
Oh my
banging
God.
these together. Coming out in front of you from behind a tree, you realize it's no bear.
Don't we at me?
As this large figure standing at about 7 feet tall, blocking the light of the sun, even though it's midday, hovers over you as it starts walking, ducking under a branch, and then moving up, towering over the top of you. Looking down at you. I need you to roll again. Your grit. You did pass the last one, so 12.
Okay. Do I have any tokens?
3.
Okay.
Oh.
I got a 6.
Great.
I would like to use the 3 to make it a 9 instead of a half.
Okay,
that make sense?
Yeah, you'll survive this, but with a condition.
Oh no.
So
God damn it.
you see this large, furry hand reach back, and before you can react, you feel its impact hit your stomach as you go flying backwards into the air, as you feel your back hit on a tree, and as you fall to the ground on the impact, all of a sudden, almost like the impact of what hit you, you feel another impact. But this impact is very different. It's kind of like being kicked by a mule, but internally. As your eyes go wide and your pupils dilate large, the bag of drugs that you shove deep up your rectum burst.
Fuck you.
As you feel it enter your bloodstream, as your whole body
I hate you so much.
Dude, you just butt chug drugs.
It's the best way to do it. It's the direct. It's
Direct into bloodstream.
God damn it. God damn it.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I need you to roll your grit to see if you don't black out.
Sure.
Just difficulty of 8.
Okay,
on
I
your
can do
grit.
this. I can do this.
Bigfoot is hazing you right now.
Oh, that is 9.
All right, so you stay conscious as you feel this surge.
It's gonna give you powers.
Oh shit!
So you
Wait,
jump up.
this was the fairy dust.
Yeah, this is the fairy dust from an alternate dimension that doesn't even exist in this world.
No.
It's fucking make-believe.
Yep.
Woo! But we know what it did in that world.
Mm-hmm.
I also know it was really dangerous.
He has butt drug powers.
He does have butt drug powers.
I'd rather be dead.
I was about to make a
I hope
really...
his power is related to his butt.
I hate all of this so much in the worst way.
Like, I gross myself out because I like to imagine as vividly as possible what's happening.
Oh no.
And it's just so hard for me to imagine this without it not being fucking gross. Every time I get ready to explain it, I'm like, no, I can't.
I'm literally
No, I
writing in my
can't.
notes, drug butt powers.
But drug powers.
Oh, God.
Feeling a little windy.
So you feel this surge of energy move through you as you don't even realize that you are now up and you are strangling this creature. You are on top of it, literally like you jumped at it from the front as your hands are around its throat, trying to clasp them together. As you start to see this creature's eyes going bloodshot red, its face, you now realize, is very human, but covered in immense amounts of hair. Its teeth look human as well. Doesn't matter. Roll your fight.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Difficulty of 12.
Oh no, you're gonna murder another of the mayor's sons.
Shh. The D10? Yeah, perfect. Where did they go? Oh. Okay.
Don't kill the creature.
You said a 12?
Mm-hmm.
Befriend the creature.
For fight. Oh, man. Oh, wait. Do I have my regular stats now because I'm on drugs?
Yes.
Yeah! Hell yeah! Can I take a 12? Sorry. Yeah, this one was good. This one was good. This one was good. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, baby. Come on, baby. I got an 11. Do I have one token?
You have none, but your compadres do. I let you give her some earlier, so if somebody wants to give Bert a token, I will allow it.
I think I have one at least, right?
You do.
Okay. Go ahead, Bert.
I got a
Token
12.
passed over as you squeeze and keep squeezing, and you feel this energy pulsing through. You
No,
almost
don't
feel
kill
your
him.
strength,
The drugs.
like multiply
Shut
as you start to feel the bones in this creature's neck cracking underneath the strength of your hands. As you don't even realize that it's taken its claws and ripped a hole in the side of your gut as it's trying with all of its might, like an animal trying to survive. You just keep squeezing until finally you see like this, its tongue just kind of out of its mouth as its head goes limp and its body falls to the ground with you on top of it. And that's when you realize you're holding your own guts in your hand as it's ripped you open. You're bleeding and you start to feel yourself getting dizzy as the blood continues to exit your body.
I'm trying to shove them back in.
Smart.
You're kind of holding them together.
Good for you.
You black out. Mylinh. Actually, Lucas. Your sisters, your sister, and your two sisters. One's still missing. Stop crying. Your mom. Stop crying. Their eyes red. Their faces flush. Your mom's drinking very hard liquor and just staring at you. All of them. You appear to be quite normal. Then you hear a knock on the door.
I'll get it.
No, I have it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yes. Mr. Inman, right this way, as you hear your mom say, as this man holding a briefcase walks in, wearing a suit. Oh no. Just kind of comes in, sits down. Lucas!
Mom, who is this?
It's okay, honey. It's okay. He's gonna help.
Help
He's
what?
there to help. It's okay. Lucas, as he sits down in front of you, opens the briefcase. And he's doing something with his hands inside there. You can't really see what he's doing. He's sitting across from you. Glad to have you with us.
Do I sense that this guy has anything to do with the facility on the hill?
Brains, difficulty of 13.
My brains is a D8. Let's see what I can do here.
Exploding dice.
Explode it. That's a 3.
No, you're pretty happy to see this guy.
Hello.
Yes, it's good to see you, Lucas. I'm glad to have you with us. Glad that you're okay.
Yeah, thanks.
So, I am to believe you have no memory of where you've been, correct?
Can't remember a darn thing.
Not a darn thing. We both know that's not true. Don't worry, they can't hear us now. you look over at your mother and your two sisters, and they're kind of frozen in place.
Oh boy.
I could kill you if I wanted to.
I know that you think you could.
Damn it.
Lucas. I need to know everything that happened. I need to know how you got back. We know where you were, but we don't know how you got back from there. You see, we need to retrieve some of our property. And we recognize that a lot of it's available where you were, and we need your cooperation on this. So, walk me through everything, why don't you?
I don't think that's gonna work. I was let back.
You were led back.
Easy passage.
Amira.
We were in love.
Excuse me?
We were in love.
You're 12.
So was Amira. She was 11.
No, she's not.
In her head, she was 11. And she was clinging to her 11-year-old life.
Interesting.
And she held me captive. And I went along with everything
Did she
she
do things
wanted.
to you sexually?
No, she was 11. And I was 12. She wanted to play video games.
Okay.
But
So you were saying your romantic involvement with her is what led to you being escaped from this
she
world.
let me go. But she had to kill herself to do it.
I appreciate your attempt to protect her, but we also know that's not true.
She had to kill the Amira part of herself, the 11-year-old part of herself. I can't go back and fall in love with the 17-year-old part of herself.
Ah, so Jessica is in control now, huh?
Yes.
We actually find Amira to be more easy to deal with.
Yeah, she's dead. Super dead.
That's
Definitely
unfortunate
completely dead.
for you. See, Jessica's unstable. And
Oh, yeah, for sure.
the parts of Amira that found you appealing may not always be the same with Jessica.
Yeah.
She chose to stay there, correct?
That's why it's probably not going to work. So.
Yeah, understood. Lucas, we would appreciate your cooperation on this.
Yeah. Would you like a Sunny D? Capri Sun?
I'll grab one on the way out. We're monitoring your friends, too.
I don't have any friends. You should know that.
We know that you all came back to this realm merely a couple hours ago. All 4 of you.
I don't know. Who told you that?
Let's just say that we have eyes everywhere.
John Johnson?
Who?
Oh, I don't know.
Takes a note in his notepad.
Oh shit. And he's picked up.
These gifts that you have. Consider yourself privileged. They were given to you like a gift. A present. You like Christmas, don't you, Lucas?
I never usually get much.
Well, not anymore now with your parents being divorced and all. Because of
Oh,
you.
they're divorced.
Yes. Because of you.
I don't know. They always
You
kinda
left
hated
them.
each other anyway.
You left them, took your sister. Didn't bring her back, did you?
I don't know where she is.
We don't either. You see, we're kind of surprised that you all are the ones that made it back.
You should know how powerful I am.
You can rest assured that we do. Nothing is an accident. Relatively. Happenstance, unforeseen consequences, but everything has a purpose. You have a purpose too, Lucas. You may not understand it now. You're young, just a child, but you have a lot of promise. You could do great things for us.
It's nice that you came here like I planned, because this is keeping you busy. It's been a good distraction.
A distraction? In what sense?
Do you think you're in control right now? Do you think you're here because you want to be?
You watch too many movies, Lucas. You have very little grasp on how powerful you actually are. What you can do. We need you. Your country needs you.
You want me to join the army?
No. Nothing like that.
I'm not gonna work for you.
Well, technically, it's not legally allowed. You're not old enough yet, but you will cooperate. Or your mother and your two sisters, who honestly have nothing to do with any of this. They won't come back. They'll go away and they'll stay gone forever. And that'll be on you. That'll be your fault. Nobody else's. So why don't you help us out, and I will be making regular checkups with you, and when you decide that you're ready to tell me exactly how you got out of that place and everything that you know about it, your mom knows how to get in touch with me. You see, I'm your pediatrician, here to check up on you, make sure everything's okay, that you're healthy, ready to return to school and continue your life as normal. I can do that for you. Don't you want things to be normal again?
Yes.
Great. Closes the briefcase, and you see your sisters start to move again.
Mom?
But so everything's okay? Oh, yes, he's perfectly healthy and fine. It's a miracle that he was able to survive out there in the woods all by himself for so long. It's a miracle.
Mom.
Also got turned around after the blast and wandered for miles. So happy to have you with us.
Thank you. Mom, don't let this man touch my Sunny D.
He walks towards the door to leave without breaking eye contact with you. Opens the refrigerator door.
Don't you dare. I want to mind control my mom.
Okay. Only a difficulty of 3 to mind control your mom.
But do we have energy tokens?
Yeah.
I rolled it too.
You have more. Would you like to push it over?
Do it.
Yeah,
Don't
I want to
this
use one.
injustice. Okay.
So, what do you do?
Mom, that man is drinking our Sunny D. Make a scene out of this.
Excuse me, sir, that is our fridge. We work hard for our money, and I don't know where you come from. If you can just go into people's refrigerators and take out their hard-earned food, but
And I'm still staring at him.
And he just goes... I'm sorry, ma'am. It won't happen again. Goodbye, Lucas. See you around. That doctor was a real piece of shit. Sorry, Lucas. Only pediatrician in town after the blast. We'll look for a new doctor. Do you want a Sunny D, honey?
No, I'm fine. Maybe a Capri Sun.
He drank the last Capri Sun.
He's gonna pay for this.
Mylinh.
Oh no.
You are now, all of a sudden, outside of the veins. And you're standing right next to Bert. As you look around and down.
Oh my god! Oh my god, what's happening?
He's blacked out. You see about 10 feet away this large creature, broken neck. His Bert's body is bleeding, and as you kind of hover over him, Bert, I rolled a d6.
You need me to roll a d6?
No, I did, because technically you took a lot of fairy dust through your butt. And
Oh my god!
I fucking hate you so much. I hate you on a level you can't fathom right now.
maybe I'll regain some of that trust. Hey, remember last episode when you tried to reach for it and you failed?
Yes, I do.
Cool.
There's art of it somewhere, I know.
We did pre-establish that fairy dust gives people powers.
Yeah.
And you just directly injected a bunch of it
Yeah.
in your butt.
Mm.
So
We know where I injected it, so from now on we can just
No,
skip
just
over
for new
that
people
part.
coming into the
Oh,
chat,
that's
you
right,
don't know. They
that's
don't
right.
know.
of powers that were available to you. I rolled a d6. Mylinh, as you are hovering over his body and he is passed out in front of you, appears almost to be dead, you notice that he's moving even though he's not. As you see the skin around his body start growing back together, almost as if fibers of the skin are reconnecting and healing, sewing up his body as you stand before him. As you see it kind of, as Bert, you wake up.
I just start swinging.
Bert! Ah! What the heck? Stop! Stop! What are you doing?
Oh, the effects of the drugs are still heavily lacing your system. You are fucking bonkers right now. But drugs last a long time. At least the next 2 episodes.
And I'm back to hating you.
Bert, stop being crazy.
What happened? Where am I?
Your body just, your guts were everywhere, and then your body just sewed itself back together.
It was out of me, and then and I'm like lifting. Is it
What
like the
is
shirt's
wrong
ripped
with
open?
you?
So like I can see that it's fine. Yeah. Oh, that's fucking rad. Where is it? Where is it?
What? Where is what?
I look over. Do I see the thing?
Yeah.
I get up. Oh, that's right. I showed you, and I start like kicking it some more. Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm so thirsty.
Did you like do like a bunch of coke with this thing?
What?
Like in
No,
the woods?
I was fighting. There's
As
all the
he's turned
adrenaline.
around from you, you notice that.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. What does she notice? Zachary?
As he's turned around.
You remember that he.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
I went behind the truck.
Use the suppository of drugs.
Yeah. And let's just say,
What should we say?
and we're gonna end tonight's episode on that note. Thank you all so much.
I am both delighted to find out and extremely upset. This is the perfect combination of me.
Look, It's just as bad for me as this for you. I'm sitting here trying to talk about this stuff, and I see it in my head first, and I know I shouldn't. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I just see, like,
Butt drugs.
you know,
Butt chugging
probably a
some
lot
butt
of
drugs.
bleeding and leakage back there because that's not healthy. It's not good for you. It's not good for you.
Kids, don't do butt drugs.
Don't do butt drugs.
Don't do butt drugs.
It's not as glamorous as this RPG may make you think.
I thought it was just sugar poison or something.
No, that's your legitimate cocaine.
What is sugar poison?
Remember we found like a big bag of
At the police station,
at the
yeah.
police station.
And he was like, "Oh, you have all these drugs." I'm like, "I don't know that."
You forgot about the fairy dust?
The drugs
So-
from the other realm that were giving people powers.
Amazing, but also I hate you.
Thank you all so much for tuning in to Kids on Bikes.
Thank you,
This has
guys.
been an interesting episode. I told you I had nothing planned, and we were just going to see where things went. And they all decided to separate each other right at the beginning of the episode. So that was great. Let's just have...
But there's so much setup now for.
Now there's a lot of setup, and you got to bring everyone together.
Yeah. I'm really
so-
excited.
I don't know. I have a whole team. We're Ranger
Oh,
Butts.
the chat room voted for how many were episodes of butt drugs? 1, 2, 3, or 4, and it was an overwhelmingly a vote for 4.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't say 10. They just wanted to go on forever.
Only 1 vote for anything else, but everyone else voted for 4 more episodes of butt drugs. Man. And let's remember our new motto, everyone, in the RPG. Journey onward.
And outward.
Thank you all so much for your contributions tonight. We had a lot of evidence and rumors come in. We have so many now, it's almost impossible for me to keep track. So I'm going to try to come up with a system for next week, especially because I had one less computer tonight than usual. So I'm going to try to come up with some sort of system where I can more quickly find these things, because the current system we're using, I can't. I'd have to sit here and scroll through pages of stuff to find what's important. So I'm trying to skim stuff and put stuff in as I see it, but I'm missing a lot of it. So I'm going to work on a new system for next week to make sure I'm getting more stuff in. We did have a rumor come true tonight that was given to us by the chat, which is the eccentric homeless man that was actually a millionaire.
It's my dad.
They never said that. I took it a lot further. I was like, let's have some fun with this shit.
I felt that coming, just so you all know.
They gave a lot of evidence to that one. So there's a lot of evidence that was building towards this homeless man that was somehow involved with your father and stuff going on. We confirmed we're in the future now, so Batman's already come out, so you don't need to give tips about Batman coming out anymore. We moved past it.
Yes. It was on the radio.
I
heard it.
heard there would be a sequel.
Son of a bitch.
That's what I heard.
So thank you all so much. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you, Amir, running the board. Thank you, all the players.
Amir.
Wonderful. I challenge Amir next week to find us some sounds to help get us in the mindset of what Bert's going through right now.
Just type in butt drugs on YouTube.
Oh my god, don't type in butt drugs on YouTube.
Butt drugs playlist.
Oh no.
Butt chugs
Guys,
playlist to
I'm not
study
gonna
and
lie, I'm
relax to.
really excited to see how this all plays out.
We have some interesting developments tonight. Thank you guys so much, and welcome to all the new viewers I saw in the chat room this weekend. You guys are awesome. We will be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. What? No, I can't. Wait, I hear a commercial. What is it?
A catalog of high
We
quality
gotta get ad
sound.
block on that.
Jesus.
Do you guys want artless music? Do we sign up for this?
What?
Alright, no? Okay.
What?
Yeah,
Did you
sign up
find
for
the
it.
butt drugs playlist?
It's just advertisements.
Tomorrow at 4 p.m. we'll be going live. It'll either be Malika, Lucas, or I. We've got a lot of stuff going on. I think Malika's going to be at the old house all day tomorrow, unfortunately.
Yeah, I won't be here.
Yeah.
And
We don't have too many days left to finish getting out of the old studio. I want to give a big round of applause and thank you to everyone once again for hitting us on our goal last night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Now the week has started again. And we got to hit our goals throughout the week, and we want to continue bringing you amazing content every single day of this week. And together,
Keep this show alive.
Lucas, do you want to lead us on our vow? On the
Sure.
way out?
Before we get into it, I want to say that like at the end, we should say "Journey Onward" together.
Okay.
But everything else you'll repeat after me.
Got it.
But then I'll leave a beat, and then we say it together. That should be the format, right?
You got it.
So we're gonna do our Thumper Creed, which is a brand new thing.
Not a cult.
You will be explained as to what this thing is during the video after this. But we're just gonna go ahead and do it now. So Thumper, ears up, everybody.
Ears up.
I vow.
I vow
to follow the adventure wherever it takes me.
to follow the adventure wherever it takes me.
To keep an open heart and an open mind.
To keep an open heart and an open mind.
To welcome all people to the table.
To welcome all people to the table.
I will do my part.
I will do my part.
To fight for what is right.
To
fight for what is right.
To show respect for others.
To show respect for others.
To value my own voice.
To value my own voice.
And together, through this bond, we will
And
together, through this bond, we will
journey onward.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. Keep being good people on the internet. No butt drugs.